4-on-3. George wide open three. He'll try it.
Norchad Omier back in the game. Gets rid of it to the corner. George line to the lane to the rim. George.
Not Dick's house. It's Lorraine's house.
Oh, that's no lie.
He's kind enough to let Dick.
As soon as he caught it. Tough drive.
Well, Miami up big, leading by 20. The Woko's obviously got some size to him. But if you were going to put the biggest January 3rd, buckle up, baby, and grab those shoelaces and yank them a little bit tighter. As Kean George. Nobody was in a gym. You had no idea where I was. But I had
an opponent. Smart basketball play.
George for three. He's still pocket pick. Herndon lost it again. George
At by 16. The freshman Kean George takes it.
User has foot surgery scheduled for next week. Rebound cleared by the Canes. Here comes Miami looking for its 9th win of the season. Catch and shoot Simona. Rims out. Another rebound for Omier. Give him 16. His Miami high for a single game is 17. I don't think he's going to catch his career high against Stonehill. The best he's had for Miami. Not his career high. 6 per game.
But it's just the fact that from a positional size, he's at a disadvantage against the guys he'd be playing against.
On the deck, he'll often spin the other way. Dribbles right and spins. Miami can get some steals there if they're alert to it.
George open in the corner. Got a height advantage on Omier, but Omier and Hall is strong. You know, what are the talking points? And he said ACC championship, Final Four. I mean, he blurted it out. George can't get it back. Dylan Hunter won't let him. George hoists it.
See if that becomes a factor on the offensive glass. Reed and Carr on the front line.
As a team, Miami 37% from the floor. George trying to.
He's got the length and to bother his shot. He's got the score in the game. George. Miami gets it back. Got a little too cute on the break that time. George lining up a three. He had that final shot. Inside George. What a feat for penetration. George, the theft. The patience on the drive. Turns it over. Wide open George. It pulls even. George the other way.
Pass, and he's thrown 3 of them away tonight.
George, a skip for George. He'll launch from the logo. And
defense by Poplar. Up ahead to George. They've been better. 9 assists tonight on 12 made field goals.
Awardy has a lot to do with that. He defends and uses his length, and he's first.
Tonight, rivalry game in Coral Gables. 92nd meeting all time. George driving on. Omier wanted it. Here's Cleveland. George wide open.
pass, one in the basket. George from Joseph. Spot up. Back on the floor for Miami with Nwoko, Cleveland, Poplar, and the man of the hour, Nigel Pack. It'll be the freshman game today. New career high 12 assists on triple-double watch here at the Dome. George again. He's in the area of George. He will get it to him.
You got to get out of his way, young fella.
Nwoko going to set the screen. George rises.
Here comes Kyshawn. Going end-to-end, laying it in. All by himself. If Burton fouls, he fouls out.
Kyshawn back. Needs to shoot it. Gave it up. George got it away in time.
He matures and gets stronger. That George is going to be a terrific rebound.
And at one point had 16 of 20 points put on the board by Pitt. Poplar saves it in the corner. It's only a second to go on the shot clock for George.
The wrong direction.
Well, NC State +4 in the turnover margin, and typically Kevin Keith's teams do turn.
Tim Larinaga and this Miami Hurricane team, when he dropped those 33, so much so that they put size on him this game.
George will fire. Nice George. He can't drive it. Spinning. Got free. Flips it up there. Follows his miss. And big time numbers, too. Here's George out of the corner. How about because of Matthew Cleveland?
Those are the plays that Matthew Cleveland makes that Miami missed for those 2 games that he was out with the hip injury.
2 minutes to play here in Miami. George driving it around Barron. Scoop shot, yes! And a foul!
And he curled it right in the middle of the lane. That is a difficult shot, but his stroke so compact.
Gerard has been on George most of the game. I don't know if that you had to guess matchups at the beginning of the night. You would have thought this is where Gerard would be, but this is where he for Joseph. Thought about it. Deep one for George. And trying to get the ball into Shefflin and take advantage of the size that he's got on Cleveland, but they haven't really been able to do it.
Miami does not want to foul him, and Clemson's so far had the advantage from the foul line.
George keeps his toe down and bears than he had all of last season. Kean George.
To the UMass transfer, Tafara Gapari. Kean George.
Ball is not sticking. Less than a second, that ball's either shot or they're swinging the ball. Excellent offense early by Georgia Tech.
Looking to push. George, the trailer, lines up a
area, mid-post, low post. And we saw him out there in shoot-around, running around. He looks like he can still go get a double-double. It's opportunities. Again, they're beating Miami to those loose balls. And, again, the message received that was given by their head coach.
George gets free.
Big battle for the rebound and a save for the Canes, and here they come.
Confidence right there. Who to score against Virginia with those 6 made three-point field goals?
And Heels fans love the timing, right, as we close in on the NCAA tournament.
Baylor going down this weekend to a tough Houston team who is now entered #1 in the country. And, of course, anytime you think about Houston at #1, and not that they haven't been there before since, but it always takes me back to the Fox Slamma Jam.
George wants to heave up a 3.
Got for defense.
8-0. There's another one. Picked off. George will turn and fire. Got it!
Shot clock down to 7. Keyshawn George, a deep 3. Buried! The Miami team, not known for their defense this season, but it's looked very good in this first half against Boston College. Scoop. Ten seconds to shoot. George in attack mode, working on Madsen for a double.
Rocco on the box was Keyshawn.
Miami's hit just 2 of their last 10. George, foul line leaner. Good.